So my background is like doing way too much. I could just like close the door. Whatever. So today's video is going to be on how to get a bigger butt, and also because I'm so tired of seeing you ant booty built females with this big old butt and no hips. That is just so not cute to me. That's not sexy at all. Now wait a minute, here's the disclaimer first. I do truly believe that everyone is beautifully and wondrously made. The Lord did a great job on everyone. But the point is, there is a such thing as like the typical nice, you know, shave. I'm saying you should not hate yourself because you don't have these things, but it's understandable if you want to change your body or, you know, improve. If you're, you know, heavy set and you want to lose a little weight, that's healthy. You shouldn't let anyone talk you into it or try to shame you for trying to change it as far as like, you know, eating habits and your shape. But I'm not saying like you have to go get plastic surgery or, you know, completely morph into a freaking mutant ninja turtle or an X-Men character. I'm not saying that like some of these botch built females are doing, but like with the actual like squats, well not squats, but like a lot of the girls who are on Instagram and they're claiming to like have grown their butts or whatever, they have no hips and it just looks like a muscle butt. And I just don't think that's not what I'm trying to go for. So for the girls who actually want like the hips with it as well, or the illusion, let me just start here. Most of the girls that you adore, like Drea from, you know, reality TV and Instagram, and from the looks of it, it looks like these girls have huge hips like Beyonce, but in essence and in true form, they really don't. The hip, okay, let me explain something. The hip bone is not like, so your hip bone is your actual hip, like that bone that's like right under your waistline. Like, you know, you have your waistline and then you have your hip bone. That's where it starts, but it ends. The hip bone is not just one bone. It's like 2 or 3 pieces put together. Well, 3. So you have, you know, all the way to your actual like thigh, like the beginning of your thigh. That's considered your hip as well. So a lot of girls like Drea, they have meat, and Beyonce, they have meat around the actual thigh part, like the high thigh part of the hip. But other girls who have the, you know, perfect or hourglass shape, some girls are actually built with wider hip bones, like the first part, like the, you know, sharp part of your hip. Like if you hit your hip on something, that's more than likely your hip bone, like the top of the hip bone. So that you know, you can't change that structure, but you know, by adding weight or gaining weight in certain areas or doing these exercises that I'm going to show you guys, you can add like, you know, more muscle in that area and it'll give you the illusion of, you know, your hip spreading. But in essence, it's really just your upper thigh that's connected to your hip. So at first I was a slender girl. I'm still slender, I'm still small, but I'm literally gaining weight though. I'm getting some hips now. So I used to be like up and down. So I just kind of got tired of that. I mean, I've always had a nice little cute shape, but it just wasn't like hippie. Like I wanted to be curvy like my mom and my aunts and everybody else, you know. So I started doing the side lunges, and not just the side lunges, but the exercise where you basically stand forward and you lift your leg, whether you can stand, you know, I do it standing and I do it sometimes in the bed, but I stand straight forward and I just, you know, like this is me and this is my leg. I'm like literally just, you know, lifting my leg up and down, up and down. I do like a set, 2 or 3 sets of 25 on each leg. After doing those consistently for like a week, you will see a difference. Honestly, from a week to a month, you will start to see the difference, especially the more you do it. And also, not just the side I don't know what you call them, side lunges or side, not lunges because you're not technically lunging. You can do those as well. I was doing those, but I mainly did the one that, you know, I just lift my leg up and down. And also I did like in the puppy position, like doggy style position, and I just would lift my thigh up, like same kind of way, like just lift my thigh up, you know, up and down, up and down. And sometimes I would like bring it back some, like, you know, do your thighs, just lift it up and then back. That is what really helps me put like muscle, like it expanded my muscle on that thigh, the lower thigh part. Also, eating potatoes. I have honestly been eating potatoes. I have been on epetamine, but I haven't been consistent enough, so I don't want to, I'm going to show you guys the before and after, but the journey is kind of silly because, you know, I just have such a hectic life schedule, so I didn't have time to like do all that cooking and eating 3,000 calories a day, more like 18. But yeah, gaining, if you're skinny, gaining weight in those, well, it doesn't matter what area, because if you're eating like potatoes and sweet potatoes and just, you know, starchy foods and like bread, your weight is going to definitely go to your stomach first. But it, you know, if you're working out your stomach, you can keep that from going there or staying there, but it's going to eventually go down to your thighs. So when it does, you know, you're still doing these exercises that will still, you know, give you that curvy shape. Now, it's easier to go from thick to like let's say you're, I'm not saying, I'm trying to be funny, but a lot of girls are kind of like built in a different way. They're overweight, and not just the overweightness part, but some girls I know they're overweight are thick, like they have curves. Like my mom, she's a thick girl. I wouldn't say she's a big girl because my mom wears like a 16. Like if you see her shape, she just has a big old booty and thighs. Like her lower body and her sisters, their lower bodies are like bigger. They really don't have much gut. They have arms and stuff like that and breasts. They have A and T, girl, LMNOP, they have it all. So, you know, but they're not like sloppy built or anything like that. They actually have shapes. But what I mean is the girls who just don't have a shape period and you're overweight, it's easier because you already have the hips, the fat around the hips and everywhere you want it to actually stay. You just need to lose it in the areas that you don't want it to be, like your waist. So, you know, doing those exercises. And I do have a friend on Instagram. I'm gonna link her Instagram in this page because she's like a fitness health freak. She's doing like a lot of these different journeys, not journeys, but like challenges. And she's never been like a big girl, but she was kind of thick on the chunkier side, but she's like slimmed down. And so, you know, she just did a lot of like cardio to like lose the weight and still work out those specific areas where she wanted, you know, the muscle to still, you know, be. And she lost the weight that, you know, was in her stomach area and, you know, arm fat, and, you know, because you have to do cardio first to just lose the weight. If you just go in the gym and you're overweight and you're just lifting weight, you're only going to build muscle on top of fat. You have to burn that fat first and then tone it up. That's just the way it goes. So cardio is your best friend if you're going from bigger to smaller and you want that hourglass shape. But I'm not saying, I don't want to discourage you skinny girls, because I'm here with you, honey, in the struggle. But it is easy too. I mean, it's not, in my opinion, it's easier to lose weight than gain weight, because you have to stuff your face with so many calories and you're not used to that. You have to stretch your stomach and eventually your body. Now you can do it, you know, if you have that appetite and you know, have that busy life where you're just eating anyway, then that's fine. But when you're just like, you know, used to maintaining 1,500 to 2,000 calories, you're not going to gain anything. You have to at least get like 3,000 to really gain a pound, half a pound. So, you know, if you're trying to do it in a short amount of time, then you have to get up to like 4 something, you know. But there's this app, weight123.com, and it shows you how many calories you need to intake to gain this amount in this amount of days. I also, not Boost, but Ensure Plus, you can get those much cheaper at Walgreens or Walmart, so that the off-brand, they taste just as good, the vanilla, so that you can gain the weight as well as you're working out. But trust me, this is the only guaranteed natural way to get that curve. Some of you girls like the pear shape. I'm fine with that too. I like the pear shape. So whether you're looking for hourglass or curves or the pear shape, this definitely should help you, guaranteed. Now, it depends on your consistency though. Like, you have to work on it. This isn't something that happens overnight. So a lot of these girls who were like lying to you with these butt pads and faking it, lying like they're on epidural when they really just got their butts done, honey, I'm telling you, don't listen to them. They will lead you astray and have you disappointed. So yeah. And also, some of you already have that perfect shape. It just may be your waistline needs, you know, has gotten a little bigger. So, you know, as your waist slims, it gives you the illusion that your actual hips spread, but they don't. It's just your waist is smaller. So for some of you that have a bigger waist and it's the same size as your hips, then, you know, obviously you need to either do more of the leg thigh exercises to get that, you know, lower hip to like spread some, or that the meat on top of it, you know, can give the illusion that it has spread it, or you can lose that waist and it'll give you the appearance. Hopefully you guys found this video useful. Let me know what you think below in the comment section, or any exercises or diet plans that you guys have that are working for you. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel and check out my previous videos, and see you guys in the next video.